Testing. Hello? Is anybody there? Can you hear me? Testing. Well, we got that fired up. I was just trying a little experiment, wondering why I can't shut off the StreamYard microphone and use the system audio microphone running through and like I used to. I don't know what's going on, but we got the audio going. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? It's a friggin' Monday, isn't it? Something like that. Oh, they all blend together. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a Tuesday. I don't remember. But how's everybody doing? I'm back in the studio, and I'm thinking about trying to stem out the work I've done so far on this latest tune and transfer it over to an Apple product from this Windows computer, right? So, and stem it out into GarageBand. Before I get started with that, though, I did notice last night when I was making the copy of this and doing all the alterations, stuff I threw down in the graveyard, I ended up deleting at the end of the show, basically, and there was a piece in there that wasn't meant to be graveyard. It was actually part of the song, so I'm back on the original copy right now, and I'm just going to try to copy and paste it into the new file, if it'll let me hold the copy into the next page. So I'm going to copy that. Don't save the arrangement, I didn't do anything. Let's grab the copy. Okay, now can I paste it? Yes, just not the right spot. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to change the volume. Shoot, I messed it up. We can do an undo. Alright. I went too far. Redo. Alright, I want it at that volume. And I want it. I believe it was right here. You want to hear what it was that I cut out? I don't know if you heard it in the song originally. Oh, I got comments. I'm not even looking. Hey, Rostam Nalbanian. Welcome to the show. Thank you for responding. I wasn't even on that screen yet. I apologize for not seeing you a few minutes ago. But this piece that oh, of course, now there's no audio. Hold on. It might be just the normal friggin' compatibility glitch. I'll play. Just a simple friggin' pick slide down the guitar, but I threw it in that little blank spot in between where the two guitar riffs before they sync up. No, I didn't. That's not where it went. That's right, it went where the toms were. That's what this gap is, right here. Right up here. I almost screwed it up again. It's gonna be one of those nights. This will be fun. I think I gotta move it over a little bit more. It's supposed to end when the other one let's tag where I want it to be. I want it to start, end it with a star. I got it. Okay, let's try it this time. Yeehaw. This is only the beginning of the week, folks. That's gonna be a little wild ride. I think I want a little bit of overlap. Stops too abruptly. I want to push it a little bit more. Oh, it's too far. I gotta zoom in. Yeah, see, that's why. Right about there. Try that. I think that's pretty close. Alright, so how am I going to stem out these pieces so I can put them in that loop table, huh? I wonder if this might be something people can learn while I figure it out. I've done it before, it's just I don't do it often, so this will be fun to try to recreate what I did before. If I can even get the app to work. There's an app you got to use to share your Apple phone. The screen, anyway. I mean, that part's going to be the fun part. I can get the files onto the phone. That's not a problem. It's just getting the phone to share on my Windows computer and share the screen. So we'll do that in a little while. But first, we got to like separate these all these different parts into their own track with the right amount of bars to match the parts that they're going to coincide with on that loop table. Like, they don't exactly line up to begin with, so that's what's going to make it more interesting. Oops, I'm zooming in the wrong area. There we go. Because the drum, well, see, I can get rid of this. This is an empty. Yeah, let's zoom in and get rid of this. We're going to cut it right to where the drums start, I think. Or just before, maybe. I don't know if I should cut it right on the bar, or if I should leave any introductory noise right there. That will screw up my looping. Oh, I know what I did last time. I made that little introductory. I know what I did. I gotta make that its own separate thing. Oh, this is kind of tedious. This is gonna be a while. That's why I kind of started a little early tonight. Well, early for me, I guess. So I definitely need to clip it right there so I can make it its own separate thing. Take some planning to do this. Having done it before, I gotta remember to think ahead. What did I do? Why did I have to do this? Blah blah blah. But I'll get there. I'm just a little slow. This one, this is all silence. We don't need that. I can bring that right to the bar. That's good. Now we have a beginning line that matches. See that? Other than that little tidbit, that little introductory noise and the friggin' guitar riff there. Let's solo it out and see what that sounds like. So it's just, you know what I mean? It's a little jump of the gun on the friggin' snap with the snare and stuff. Just do it all. Now you can barely notice it. It's so quick you barely notice it, but there is a little precursor. It's like I jumped the gun a little bit, but I'm gonna keep it. I could probably cut it out and not use it, but because it's so quick that you barely miss any of that note. Oh, that is so small. I might just cut it out. Well, no, screw it. trying to decide how I'm going to approach this. I know this whole guitar part is not a loop, but can I loop it if I want to? Barring that introductory thing, it should. I shouldn't have to loop. That's just the intro anyway. I don't have to worry about looping it. I just need to get the actual track and the timing right. Okay. Too much to think about all at once. Ugh. Alright. So right there, it's 8.2 bars. Oh, what did it just do? The 2000 friggin'... Why did it do that? It does that to me all the time. I try to isolate so many bars and it friggin' jumps thousands of friggin' bars for no reason. I don't understand. I can't... Oh my god, it won't let me. What is going on? Confounded bangle contraption. God, Jesus Christ. Okay. Is that where I want it to end? Yes. Now will it let me... Oh, let me put my start marker there first. Maybe that's why it's tweaking out. Oh, now see, it moves with it. It should be fine. I did it. 8.2 bars. Okay. So everything within that is basically the first few blocks on the loop table. If I want it to loop, let me see if it... it doesn't have to. This is just the friggin' solo, but just for demonstration purpose. See, if it was a rhythm part and it was cut right, the loop would go around seamless, and that's what we want for the rest of it when we put it in the loop table. But for this one, it's going to be a one shot, what they call a one shot on the loop table. When you go in the GarageBand, you can edit the squares and what they do and stuff, and this is one you turn into a one shot, which is how I'm going to do it, basically. So I've got the whole thing minus the beginning piece. I'll do that after. And I've got it soloed out. So the only thing, if I export this now, the only thing that will export is that track we just heard. Nothing else. Because I have it soloed out. So now I can just go to export. And you do it as a wave so that it works with everything. And we're going to give it some titling now so I know how to arrange it. And what we're going to do is change it. I've got it set up to save it on the desktop right now. So I'll keep the date part and I change it to solo intro, or intro solo. Okay, and that little teeny piece in the front, maybe I'll call that pre-intro solo, so I know to put it before it. So we get the name, and it's going to my desktop. So just hit OK. Come on, Windows Media Player. I really need to get rid of that. So let me just check my desktop and see where it went. Should be right there. Okay, I got it. So I'm gonna make a folder real quick. Steven Ewert, dude, what's up? Oh, what did I do? I want a new folder. Where is it? It won't let me do a new folder. New, duh. I am not with it tonight. It's been a long day at work. I'm gonna call this folder aggressive, I guess. That's just, for lack of a better description for this track, because I have no title for it. Alright, and then when I don't want both. Put that in the folder. Alright, I'm going to minimize the DAW here a little bit and do some of this work on... Oh, it won't let me. That's weird. Alright. Let me throw this folder over here so you see I made a folder right here. And now let's do that little pre-intro crap before I forget. So I'm going to have to zoom in on it. I have to move this thing. Oh, I don't know if it's going to let me. That's so small. Oh, look at it. It almost did it. Oh, what the heck? Oh, it just tweaked out on me again. Old software, old timer running it too, so it could be operator error, it could be, who knows. Just had breakfast. Wow, where are you? What time is it where you're at? You don't have to disclose where you are, but like, what time is it? Because right now it's almost 7 o'clock at night here where I'm at. Just had breakfast. Man, I don't even eat breakfast in the morning. I'm jealous. I get up and it's hard for me to get motivated to get my ass moving to go to work. And by the time I have started to get cleaned up and get my coffee, and I was like, it's time to go. I don't have time to make food, let alone eat it. Alright, I think that is in line with my marker for that little pre-solo intro thing, and we still have that track soloed out, so now it should only export between that start and stop marker, that yellow start and stop marker at the top. Wednesday at 9 a.m. Wow, down under, sweet. I've always wanted to go to Australia. I'd love to go on a walkabout out in the bush, do like a whole survival thing, but not being from there, I doubt any of my survival skills would make any bit of difference whether I lived or not. So let's export. Oh gosh. I'm going to add the folder, that's the desktop, and I wrote / what do they call it? Aggressive. Backslash. And now it should. Oh, wrong slash. Now it should go in the folder automatically when I save it. I wish I could retire right now, dude. I'd rather spend all my time working on stuff like this and like learning more about the gear and everything. Or that's part of my problem. I don't really invest enough time in studying what I'm working with because I work so much. When I get home, I just want to play with these toys. You know what I mean? I don't want to sit here and try to figure them out. I just want to play with them. Alright, let's see if that goes directly to the folder like I want and why. Windows Media Player had a little friggin' stroke because it was like a... It's so quick of a friggin' sound. It didn't like it. And yep, it went right in the folder. Nice. Let me just... Now there's 2 files in the folder. It worked. Bingo. Okay, next section. Now what we should do is the drums and the intro rhythm thing I did. let's straighten that out before it wonks out on me. So it's going to be the beginning for the drums. We'll do the drums for next. We should have done them first. And because I doctored the crap out of it, I can't just take the loop that I used and throw it into, you know, another thing. I think I have Ableton, but I think I opened it once and was lost, so I kind of sideburnered that one. I've just been using this one so damn long that I actually know how to do a lot of stuff on it. So, and like I'm doing tonight, I've learned a lot about GarageBand. So when I take these and put them on GarageBand, I don't want to learn another one. You know what I mean? It's just already too much. I think I've got like 2 or 3 other ones on here that I don't use them because I couldn't figure them out really. I'm used to certain navigation, and when I try learning a new way, it's like I get frustrated. It's like, man, I could have done this already on Magix if I had it open. Alright. So I'm losing track of them. Because I chopped it up and doctored that drum track. I didn't think I did to the intro though. I did because I slid it over, and yeah. So that'll have to be a one shot because it matches. Yeah, that'll also be a one shot. Alright, so let's solo out just the drum track right now and export it. This takes a little while though. I mean, I appreciate anyone hanging out, watching, and you know, maybe learning or just watching so you can make fun of me. I don't care. But I need to change the name of the file. Alright, the folder is still already in the path. It's just I gotta change the actual file name. I'm gonna say intro drums. Add that to the end of the file path name. Hit OK. Yes. Freaking Windows Media Player. Just double check. Okay. Oh, I didn't change the name of the other one. That little intro solo, pre-solo. I gotta change the name of it real quick before I get lost. Something to this one too. I don't need it to say aggressive copy one on every one of them either. There, intro drums, pre-solo intro, and intro solo so far are in the folder. Okay. Doing kind of good. A little slow, but it's working. It's already getting hot in here. Now I want to solo out this one, but see, now this one has an ending, but because it's a one shot, I think I can extend this to the end of it. Let's just trim, let's trim some of that blank spot at the end of it. It's like a friggin' a bar longer than the other one shots. But they start at the same time, which that's what matters. As long as the start up, they all at the same starting point. Oh, I want you to go there. Make sure we're at the beginning. Yeah, okay. So now we solo out that, and that is the rhythm intro. Export. Talking to myself through it so I don't forget what the heck I'm doing. Let's change this name. Rhythm. RHYTHM, right? Rhythm intro. It should go right where I wonder if that'll stay muted if I just mute the damn Windows Media Player. I wonder if the next one will come up muted. That would be nice. Let's rhythm intro, yeah, it's in there. Okay. Next section. This is going to be weird because the rest are not one shots. Now we're doing the loops. We got to get this really right. I ended the intro drum probably on the wrong spot. This is going to be interesting too. Alright. So I ended the intro drum track right there, in line with the solo. Okay, so that's where we want the next one to start. Right there. How long is it? It is going to be until... Oh, where is... I think this is the toms, which really screws me up because they're... Oh, this is going to be so hard. The timing of everything is mixed up. I've got stuff overlapping, and that's not going to be very conducive to using this loop table. I didn't think of that. I'll have to come up with a workaround. Well, let me see. Yeah, that messes everything up. Because the bottom, there's two rhythm tracks, and they're offset because one starts after the other one. Oh, this is going to be very difficult to figure out how to do this way. I was not expecting this. Oh, my brain is going to start steaming in a minute. I'm thinking. Because I doctored the crap out of this drum track. This is the one where I friggin' pulled out some of the snare embellishments there, little fills, and replaced it with other sections, and miraculously made it sound flawless. So that was cool. I had a good session last time with the drums. At least it worked. But now this little tom fill is going to screw me over. Because of where the guitar tracks line up, they're not going to... Unless I include that as part of the loop. Yeah, and make the ending where it starts the new track. Oh, look at that. There's a friggin'... Why doesn't that one start on the drums right there? Is that something that got moved by accident last night? I'm soloing out the wrong one here. Hold on. Alright, what about with the drums? Do they line up? It seems to stay in line. See, that should actually be a carbon copy of the piece we're working on right now. So we won't have to do that last part, but it's this one and the middle one here that we need to clip right. Oh, this is I believe that's the tom fill right to there. Which would have to be the size of all of these loops. The drum, the rhythm, both rhythms. And where they start is where the last one ended. Right there. 10 bars. That sounds familiar. I remember mentioning 10 bars the other night. Yeah, odd numbers and everything. I don't make it easy on myself. I just go with the artistic creativity of it and then figure out all the math and crap afterwards, and it doesn't always add up. But if I wanted to loop that, is the point. If I wanted to make this one part repeatable and make the song longer, you know what I mean? Yeah, now wait. Okay, I don't like the way the snare at the end of that loops back to the beginning of the original drum track. But if I disclude that, because last night I thought that was another separate fill, but it isn't. It's just the end of that. What if I made it its own fill at the end? Where would, and I'd have to, that's the absolute end of the rhythm track right there. So that would logically be a better spot to loop. Oh, come on, let's stay right on. Oh, it won't let me stay on the line. Why won't it let me do it? Because it's such an 9.2 bars. Just let me do it. What the f? I gotta fight with my computer. Why? I want to stop it. Son of a bee. Okay. I know why it's probably doing that. Because this one has an ending. So if I make that ending line up with that, now it'll let me snap to it, right? No? Come on. Oh. Now I'm fighting with a friggin' computer. Because it won't let me cut it where I want to. I mean, it's one of the increments. If there's a line there, it is an actual increment. It should let me have that spot. Alright, I'm gonna experiment. Let's friggin' snip it. Snip it all right there. Why is that the middle of the rhythm track there anyway? Oh, that's the... I'm not snipping that. That's a whole separate thing. Alright. Yeah, that's that pick slide that I deleted. Oh, by the way, let's save. Now that I added that, now that I think of it. Why won't it let me friggin' select? Wow. It is really going to be a pain in the ass. Am I not dialed in enough at the beginning of it? What is the malfunction? I mean, that's right on the... right dead nut, right on the friggin' line. Ableton has warp mode? That sounds confusing. And then suddenly it lets me do it. Did you see that? Now it lets me do it. Alright. That... whatever. It's my computer. It's a pain in the... It doesn't like me. We have a love-hate relationship. It knows I'm going to make it play with an Apple phone, and it's mad at me. That's what it is. It does not like to play nice with Apple, and I make it. Now, the whole point of that was to see if it looped better. Oops. I want to start at the beginning. Yes, that was better than the other one. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it like that. That's exactly how I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna solo out the drum. This is why it takes so friggin' long. Export. Change the damn name. Drum 2. I'm just going to put them in order. Intro 2. Intro could have been labeled 1, but whatever. Intro is 1. And hit OK. Oh, and it stayed muted. I fixed the friggin' Windows Media Player. Automatically playing the file every time it's added. I get so sick of that. Sweet. Actually fixed something tonight. Oh, I'm out of my freaking mind. Okay, there's nothing on that track. So then we want the rhythm. I say rhythm 1. Or guitar 1. Guitar 1 rhythm. I don't know what to call these. Export this thing. I had to learn the shortcut keys. It says Alt W. If I could remember that, it would save some time. 1. And then solo out this one here, which is out of sync, but it's supposed to be, so we need to keep that blank space, so we're not moving the friggin' start and stop markers. We're going to keep it like that. And we ended it right. This red line keeps confusing me. That's where my play marker. Yeah, I just reassuring that I got it right. Yeah, okay. So we're going to do the export thing again. Oh, I didn't remember. Alt W. Guitar 2 part. Oops, I accidentally hit caps lock. That's what that was. P-A-R-T. Part 1. Okay, so we got the drum and the 2 guitars. That section is done. Now we get this little... We're going to keep that snap as the part, the beginning of the next loop. Right. There was nothing in there. That ain't gonna matter. Okay. But we gotta go all the way here to keep it lined up, keep this gap here between the guitar parts. Yeah, okay. And where does it end? And I don't think I added any fill in between the where it goes back to the first part. But the guitar part right there line up right next to each other, and I gotta make sure I'm on the... Oh my gosh, it's out of sync. Non-destructive editing. Somehow, once in a while, I guess I move shit by accident, and it fucks shit up, and I don't notice it. Okay, so I need to go from here to there. 12 bars. We got an actual real number. That's a divisible number by 4. That works. Fuck. Oh, this math is gonna be insane. Trying to keep it, yeah. I think we got like, what, 8.2 bars of intro and then a 10 bar, I don't know what we'd call it, a verse section, and now we have a 12 bar chorus section, I guess we're gonna say. Let's see how the repeat works with that snap that I took off the friggin' toms and put in the front of this. Oop, shit soloed out. Hold on. Try again. It's not pretty, but it's not pretty, but it's in time. You don't hear any kind of clipping or when it skips back over or anything. So I'm gonna call that a good cut. I'm gonna say right there is good. Let's see, what are we actually ending on here? That's a doctoring job from the first. Okay. So that should, wow. I think after we finish this section and then get this little pick slide as a one-shot again, I think we'll be ready to try the Apple sharing screen bullshit. Well, after I gotta put them on the phone first. I'll show you how to do that too. I'm sure you know, but we're gonna be doing it, so you'll see it. Alright, exporting, focus, scroll. Alt W. I'm never gonna remember. I don't remember the stupid little shit like that. That's why it takes me forever. I'm gonna call this drum. Shit. Drum 2. Oh, drum 3, I think. I think the other one was drum 2. Yeah, intro, then drum 2, so this is drum 3. Okay. Oh, cancel. I didn't solo it out. Almost fucked up. Alt W. Let's see if I can remember. Where's the Alt? Alt W. Perfect. I remembered. I guess you can teach an old dog new tricks. Drum 3. Okay. There it is. Now we solo out. Guitar 1. I'm so slow, I'm sorry. I didn't do oh. I laugh at myself, so, you know, feel free to make fun of me all you want. This is guitar 1. Part 2? Guitar 1, part 1. Yeah, guitar 1, part 2. And then we solo out the next one. Okay. Alt W. It's quicker a little bit. This is guitar 2, part 2. Yeah, I'm a finger at a time typer too, by the way. Sorry. I used to actually type, I can't remember how many 100 words a minute, or 140 words a minute, or something. So yeah, in order, I can't remember what the number was, but I had to reach a certain number in order to certify as a secretary. Don't ask. I did it, but don't ask. Guitar 1, part 1, part 2. Guitar 1, part 2, part 1, part 2. Okay. So, the next section of the song should be a carbon copy of part 1. I believe that is just a loop over. A copy and paste kind of deal. And this is a copy and paste. I think we're done except for this one shot down here. Okay. Let's get this one shot taken care of. I could make it one of the first loops in the box and start it when I start the other ones, because if I make it right, it'll be silent until the exact right time and play when it's supposed to the first time around. Like any other time, like if I loop it, maybe I wouldn't use it again. I don't know, thinking out loud. So if I go to there, and go to there, And then when I'm on the loop table, if I start it when I start the other ones, the intro, and then after the intro I'll start the second row of blocks, and that one will still be going as a one shot and play at the right time. If I don't add anything, if I don't loop it and make this twice as long, which I don't think I will because it doesn't really loop well. I think instead of making a loop, I just ended up playing the riff, 3-4 times and recorded it straight out instead of looping it this time, which is fine. Maybe I won't even use the loop table. Maybe I'll just throw this on a tracks view and mess with it. Oh, take it easy, Steven. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. I know I'm boring people. It's okay. It is quite alright. I appreciate the visit. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to do it on the tracks view instead of the loop table, because these aren't really, this isn't really set up to be run as loops. I'm just going to transfer and do some audio editing in GarageBand, I think, equalizing, mastering a little bit. I get full mastering capability in here, and I might put, once I'm done in GarageBand, I might put it back on here and do a final master on this, but we'll see. I'm just playing around. Why? Because I can. Alright, so let's solo out this one, unmute it. And I'm going to make it this big long blank one because it has to line up. It'd be easier to line up this way than placing it the way I just did earlier. I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't know. I can't decide. Indecisiveness. Screw it. Export. I forgot the shortcut key again. Pick slide. Alright, enough with that. Let's just hit save on this in case anything good. And we'll close that. And now I need to plug my phone wherever the heck I put it. Is this the right one? No. Where did I put it? I use old phones as cameras, so I got like 3-4 of them or something laying around. Here we go. Plug this doodad. Let me lower that and go like this. And plug this doodad right into your computer, your phone, or whatever. Alright, so it's wanting me to import shit. I'm gonna hit cancel. Okay. Even though we're importing shit, but we're doing it a different way. We're gonna go and open the iTunes app. It might take a moment to open, and it's opening on the wrong screen, and I don't want to enter my password. I don't need to use the store or anything at the moment. Just my list is fine. Thank you. I'm sharing a little bit of the ooh. Dragon. What's going on here? Where did it go? Alright, let's go full. And now you can see it. I wasn't even showing you anything. Here it is. So there's the little phone icon up at the top here. Click on that bad boy. Go down to file sharing. And GarageBand. And now I need to minimize so I can grab this folder. I think I can just grab the whole folder and put it in. That doesn't make sense. Oh, that's the wrong one. Should be... It should have went on as a folder, right? Oh, there it is. It's right there. Okay. So now it's on the phone. That's right there. I forgot what I named the folder. I was looking for the date because the track is done by date in the DAW. Alright. So that should have worked. That should be on my phone now. How are we going to share this in GarageBand and show you how I'm doing it? Well, I gotta find another app. Where did it go? Oh, minimize. I can't find it. Huh. Where did it go? Where did you go, little app? There you are. I've got one of these things, Pro Tools. I've never really used that one. I've got OBS Studio, but I couldn't figure out how to friggin' go live with it and stuff. Bunch of stuff in here. Anyway, this app called Reflector 4, and it's opening on the other screen. It wants to install an update. Let's give it a moment. I might as well install and relaunch. End user license agreement. I'm a trusting soul. I didn't even friggin' scroll down and read it or nothing. Just accept it and go. And that's how they get you. There could be stuff in there. Use virtual camera. Use the virtual camera in OBS to send video to StreamYard. Huh. Another one I don't know much about. I'll have to look into that. I don't know. That's odd. I see a lot of people having trouble with it though, using OBS and stuff. A lot of glitching and I'm not having much trouble with what I'm doing now, so I think I might leave it alone. Only thing is, I opened the friggin' app and now I can't find it. Finish. Okay. Now it's opening. Okay. And it says no device is found because I haven't begun the screen share process, which I gotta do. I can't remember how to do it. You gotta do screen mirroring. And choose the apparatus I want to mirror to. I get a code. I enter the friggin' code. It's a process, but we'll get there, I think. Okay, it's actually working. Now let me open the right screen before I share. Let's open GarageBand. Ba-da-da. Bam. Is that working? Yes, I understand. Oh, it's even got the sound. That's a good thing. It's a little delayed, but actually, no, it's not. Maybe that's the update. They get rid of the delay? Ooh. A little glitchy, though. Yeah, now there's a delay. It was working good for a second. Okay. So, what did I do? I need to create a new song. We'll just do the microphone thing. I was gonna do it in the LiveLoops. We can still. Let's do it anyway. I keep wanting to use the cursor and click on it because I gotta touch the phone to do this now. Oh, and I am sharing with you guys, right? Okay, I think so. I think I got the right screen up. Alright. I'm gonna use the cursor and try to click on it. So you gotta open your... First of all, I recorded everything in 120, so we need to set that up first to match. It says I got like 49. I don't want it to automatically move shit. I just want to go... Whoa. Files. Why does it say sub? Okay. Now there should be... Oh, I might have to move it. I might have to move the folder because you can't have folders in here, can you? I might have to go into the Files app, open the folder, and move them in here manually. Alphabetical, it should be right at the top, right? Yeah, it's not there. Alright, alright. Let's browse items in the Files app. And there it is, right there. Oh. Let's, can I highlight them all on the phone? I know if I had a mouse I could. Oh, let's see if I hold down on it. No, that's not what I want. What do we got going on here? I can't figure out what I was gonna do. Won't blow me down. Just click on it. And what was it called? I just lost it. There it is. 414 intro drums. Well, it's the intro, so that goes first. And then drum 2. There it is. I know I should do that automatic thing, but there's a lot of crap in there I don't want in here, so I gotta do it slowly. And there's the third drum part. Okay, next. Where's the intro stuff? Intro solo, pre-solo. Which is what it's really gonna mess stuff up. Oh, we're gonna do it. I gotta turn that into a one shot at some point. And then the intro solo goes next. Okay, and then we want the intro rhythm. Which would go with the intro solo, but it would start. Oh, I gotta do something. I gotta do something first here. Hold on. Edit. Move that one over. Move that one over. Because the first drum part goes with all of that. the next drum part is for guitar 1 and 2 part 1. So let me open that back up. Let me go to guitar 1 part 1. Goes right there. Guitar 1 part 2. It takes forever. Guitar 1 part 2. Okay. Now guitar 2 part 1. And guitar 2 part 2. It's a good thing I labeled them and numbered them like in the order they go in, or this would be so disastrous right now. Alright, what's next? What else we got? I think that's it, except for the intro drums, drum 2, 3, guitar 1, part 1 and 2, guitar 2, 1 and 2, intro solo, pre-intro solo, rhythm intro. I think I did that one already. The only thing we haven't done is the pick slide, I think. And that's going to be another one of those one-shots. And that's going to be... Oh, I remember I made it to start at the beginning so that it would land in the right spot. That's right. So, did this work? I gotta turn some of these into one shots. So we need to edit, settings, and I turn the looping off. That makes it a one shot. And if I remember right, that was just the pre-solo thing. So this is going to be a one shot. That's the whole solo. I'm making the whole thing into one shots, but that's how you put it in the loop table. If I'd set this up for looping, this would be really cool for remixing and formatting, which I didn't really plan well for. So I'm just going to one shot all this stuff and then record it into a tracks view. I could have just dropped these in the tracks view, but I wanted to show you how to put stuff on the loop table, so we did. And now once it's on the loop table, you could use it the loops, or you could use the one shots, whatever, but you can record this into a tracks view. I'm sure someone like Pete John or whatnot has gone into super in depth about how to do this. This one definitely has to be a one shot for it to line up. Now the other two parts I might leave as loops. Let's do the first drum part as a one shot as well, because technically I could go back and forth and make the song longer, or I could let someone, like for instance, we can play this one. Oh, gotta get out of edit mode and just it doesn't loop in the, but it worked as a loop. lyrics. I mean, I could do that if I wanted to now. I could double up that verse. Like if I had lyrics and the lyrics end up being twice as long as this riff was, then I can double this up in a loop like that if I want to. Of course, I'd want to clean it up a little bit and get rid of some of the gapping between the guitar parts. You know, I'd have to go back to the beginning and kind of rework it a little bit, but this is how my process would be. And then what you can do is, you know, wait for that to come all the way around, and right before you get to the end of it, click on the next one. The bottom will make them play all at once, and it syncs it for you, so you don't really have to be right on the money because it does it for you. Wasn't that cool? I don't know why the play button's blinking now. Stop, stop, double stop. So now, like, the ones that I made one shots, the way I set it up, this should... If I start all three of the first ones at the same time, and then at that point I can't use the bottom, because if I do, it'll shut the ones off that are longer, and I want them all to play out so that they all line up until we get to the point where we want to start using those loop ones. So what I want to do is start all three, and then when the time comes, I got to watch them, and when the time comes, switch over those two middle ones to the next part while the drum one is still going and the bottom one is still going, because there's that pick slide that comes in. Oh, you know what? I think it comes in and that's what's missing. I can't use the bottom one to trigger the third row either, or it won't work. Alright. See, this is where it's tricky, you know what I mean? Once you start learning how to use this shit, it's kind of neat. So let's just see. I'm going to hit record and see if I can get it. I'm going to shut my mic off, so... Well, I shouldn't, because it's not connected. Never mind. That's kind of cool. I can work on GarageBand now and still talk to you and have it not record in there. That's kind of... Alright. Hold on, something didn't work. Why? Why is that blinking? There. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is this one not playing? Oh, that's that little free solo thing. That's right. Oh, that's not going to work for me. I'm not going to be able quick enough to make that. I gotta just get rid of that. I'm just going to get rid of that. Because that one's not even supposed to start until... I did that one wrong anyway. I should have made the blank spot so it lined up. We're going to delete that one. We don't need it anyway. That little tick, that is the sound. That's just the pick hitting the string basically before I hit the note. I don't know why I kept that one. So, get out of edit mode. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. So that means I gotta move. Yeah. I gotta move these over. That changes it. That changes it. I just gotta drag this one over here and this one over here. They should start with the drums everything. I get it now. I'll get it. That didn't work because of the timing. So I want to keep this one shot going at the bottom, but if I trigger these with the bottom, it stops the one shot from going. Boy, that does sound good though. Hey, Feisty Feather! I just looked up. So I'm I'm screwing around everywhere over here. Yeah, I did something kind of funky, and now I'm trying to figure out how to make it work the way I want it to. How would I get that one to play independent of the timing? There is a way. I remember there's a way. Hold on. This one. Let's go to settings. Play mode. Play while pressed. No, I don't want that. That's not what I want. Quantize global off. Quantize start. So that should stay playing now, maybe. Let's try it. I'll hit this one. So it is playing, it's just silence. The whole point is I want that last bit to hit at the right point. So if I hit this, it'll still play, right? No, it won't. Damn. Alright, that didn't work. Oh. You know what I should have done? How many was it? 8.2 bars. Let's edit it. Take 8.2 bars out of it. There's 8. Alright. If I do this and I slide it all the way over here. 2.5. I make everything hard on myself. Oh my goodness. Alright, so there's 8. I'm going to assume this is 1 and this is 2. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 8.2. If the math is the same, if the bars are set up the same as my DAW was, that might fix it. And then I take the whole thing and bring it back to the beginning of this loop. And there should be 8 bars missing at the end now. Yes. So now I've got to figure out what bar it stops at and change the number of bars to match that. Why is this 0.33, 5? What? I don't get it. So we're gonna say 30. There you go, 33. Oh, that's more than 10 lines. How do you? Wow, I don't know. I don't know what this is setting. Why is it 21? I'm at 33. hope you didn't hear that. Screw it, I think that might have done it. So now it starts in line where it's supposed to, and it should go at the end of that one. So we hit this. Not gonna line up. I gotta take more off of it. Yeah, that one's not gonna work the way I want to. I'm gonna have to do this in the tracks view and just drop that one in again, because I didn't set it up right. I could go back and try to do it again, right? Get the right one. Let's screw it. I'm here. Why not? Get everything running. We're gonna crash my computer tonight. We are gonna crash my computer. So I got my Windows DAW and GarageBand going on my Windows computer. Imagine that. And I need the correct file. Okay, and that was the last one we did too, and I did it wrong. Well, I did it right, but it doesn't work the way I want it to. Because it's not going to be playing. It ends when that one starts. Right here. So I need the end. Don't. Oh, it's going to play dirty with me again. Are you kidding me? I want you right there. Oh dear. Let's start over. Let's see if it'll play nice. But what I want it to do is start. Oh, see, it starts at the end of this riff. The way I cut it, it's not going to work. As I cut the... Unless I do two of them. I need to split it into two. I know what to do. I got it. I'm mad about it, but I got it. This is why I'm freaking psychotic. This stuff pisses me off. Oh, oh my god. See, it's down the, now. Okay. So if I loop it there with the length of this part, it will start playing at the end of that loop where it's supposed to. And then when if I make a second one with, yeah, I got it. I got to, oh, redo. Okay, so that one's soloed out the way we want. We got the length we want now, 9.2. That sounds familiar. That sounds right. Which throws things off. The 9.2 is what kills me. That's why I can't really use these as loops. I should have formatted my guitar riff a little better to fit the 4-bar standard kind of thing. Anyway, what am I doing? Exporting. Export. I forgot the shortcut button. I gotta rename this so that I know where I'm putting it and what it is. Hold on. So this is pick slide first half. So I gotta go through this whole process again. I gotta friggin' open iTunes and send it to as well. Oh my god. Now the second half has to be... No, it doesn't have to be as long as ref. It only has to be as long as it has to be. Exactly. I know what I'm doing, I swear. To right there. It's not gonna let me. It's gonna play dirty again. Oh, you dirty little... You know you want to. Come on. Oh, wait. Oh my god, it won't let me clip this less than a friggin... 1 bar. That's all I want. 1 bar. It won't do it. Well, let me try the slice and dice method. Let's see if this will help. I'll slice it here. I'll slice it there. I'll zoom back out and start this process over again. That seems to help sometimes. This little yellow bar is a pain in the butt sometimes. It has another feature where like you can do like a part 1, part 2 thing. And so like a blue one appears up there sometimes by accident when I'm doing shit. And when I don't want it to be. Oh, it's just a pain in the butt. 1 bar. I knew you wanted to. Okay. Focus. Export. I didn't do the shortcut. And this one is pick slide part 2. Alright, that's the first stage. Let's save this. And we'll shut it down so we don't crash. It shouldn't crash my system. It's a hardcore gaming thing, but now I gotta open iTunes again. One more step. We'll open iTunes, we'll get those 2 files on the phone, and then we'll drag them over there. Get them. Like I said, I don't need the friggin' store and shit, so I don't need my password. You can't have it. No, I don't want an update yet. I just want to manipulate my phone. File sharing. GarageBand. Alright, now, let's get this folder. Alright, it's open on the other screen. You can't see it, but it's open. And it should have pick slide first half. Oh, I don't want to highlight everything. This computer is being a... Part of it's the friggin' mouse, the mouse thing, the little touchpad. I keep hitting the left and right sides because there's no indication, there's no lines, there's no nothing. First half, drag it over here. Bam. Pick slide part 2. Bam. Now it's on the phone. Now we can close iTunes. And I want to use this and click on it on the... But I can't. I gotta touch my phone. Alright, now we should have pick slide. Where is it? Oh, it's not in there. I didn't put it in the folder, that's why. Okay. Back up. Back to... There it is. First half. pick slide first half. I gotta just put it down here for now. And then pick slide part 2. Yada yada yada. Alright. Now we can just get rid of the one I fucked up. Move these up where they belong. Now let's try it. Oh. Stop. I did mess up. I should have done it the same length as the loop, but I can still fix it because I can just make that one a one shot and it should be fine. I should be fine. Unloop that one. There. Alright, let's try that again. Technically, I think I could make the first half of it a one shot as well, and it would be the same deal. Only if I loop the other shit, it won't play again. Like if I let it run and do like a second run through that loop, yeah, that would be a wise idea, I think. So let's see if that works like that. Yeah, it should. Something wasn't right. That file doesn't even look right. That doesn't look like it's long enough. That should have been the first half of the pick slide, not a little... What did I do? Alright. Now, obviously there's a delay because of the wireless connection to the computer and my iPhone for the screen share, and that's going to cause some issues while I'm doing this and sharing with you, but I think on my own, unplugged from the computer, I think it would work. Now, let's see. I gotta delete this. I messed up here a minute ago. Gosh, I haven't used GarageBand in a while. In a hot minute. I've been messing around. Oh, I can't. It won't let me go big enough to friggin' select it to delete it. do it with both. Cool. Alright, go back to tracks, loops view, and hit record. I'm gonna have to delete that one out. See, I think I gotta edit the ending of that one because it's got that last note, boom, and that was to end the song on. I don't know. It's a work in progress. You know what I mean? It's a rough idea, and I'm experimenting with how I'm going to work with it. And so far, the experiment was actually quite successful. I don't know if anyone else is impressed that I freaking pulled that off. Unless you're not getting audio for the GarageBand part, then I'm losing my shit if that didn't work. You know, like another one of those nights. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there for what 20 minutes or so, freaking playing something you can't hear shit. That'd be great. That'd be just great. But just a tidbit, this is how I made my other track, the Tools of the Divine in the Hands of the Wicked. I recorded the stuff in my Windows DAW, but I had kept in mind what I was making when I recorded the guitar parts. Like, I wanted these segmented in loops, so I was real careful on how I played it and recorded it so that when I looped it, I would only have to play the riff. I played the riff like, I don't know, 10 times, but then I sat there and listened, and I found the right one where it was played just the way I wanted it to sound, and I grabbed those 4 bars instead of like the 12 that I used to make it. I grabbed those 4 that I wanted, and the way it made sure they tied and looped around flawlessly, and that was the first rhythm, and then, you know what I mean, and then that's how I made Tools of the Divine. This one I kind of rushed a little bit just to get a feel for what I'm doing. I might go back a few steps and work on recording the riff a little more conscientiously, thinking about the timing for the loop table, because the way I did the ends, like the 2 guitar parts are out of alignment a little bit, and I kind of did it on purpose and I kind of didn't, but it messes up anything I want to do here, because I don't want them always, for every time it repeats to that, like the verse part, I don't want it to have that gap every time, and so, you know what I mean, I need to rework a little bit of that. But for the test run, you know, successful mission, guys. I'm gonna take that as a win and quit while I'm ahead. I have no I don't have a title for this song yet. The only thing I have is a description. I call it aggressive. I was looking for a more aggressive sound, and so that's why I wrote that in as like a description, not a title. So if you see aggressive, that's not the name of the song. Don't we're waiting for me to release a track called aggressive, because that's not what it's called. It might end up that way though, but for now that's not the plan. And I want to come up with some lyrics and record the vocals, and so that's gonna be a while. I'm not gonna rush this one. This is gonna be like, if I like it enough, this will be that final track for my 7-track album that I've been trying to put out. And most of that's rushed and improv, you know what I mean? I wanted to make I wanted to have some creative content to share, and so I made stuff out of my live shows. You know what I mean? I did some live jamming over rhythms that I made live for you guys, and then I went back and re-edited all that stuff, kind of like this, and made the videos and the tracks for SoundCloud and stuff out of those sessions. This one I want to work on a little bit more like I did with Tools of the Divine, so it'll be a little while, but I'll be sharing the process along the way in progress a little bit here and there. There might be segments where I don't show you and save that for the final reveal, you know what I mean, the actual track, like maybe the vocals or something. I'll do that privately, and I might videotape it so I can put it in the video, but I probably won't do that part live. I don't think I did that live for you guys. I think that was on my own with just the camera when I added that to the Tools of the Divine. So I think I'm going to do that way again too, because it was just sheer luck that those vocals came out good, because I am not good at that at all. I'm not good at most of this, as you can see, but hey, I'm learning. So anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. I see a few people came in and said hello on the chat, and I saw some lurkers pop in and out on the view counter up there, so thank you all. And if it wasn't too unbearable, consider hitting that like button. I don't know. Have a good night, guys. I'm just losing it.